Meet the Duprees. They're the ones that run things behind the gates of their private community. The core four of the family are Father Vernon, his wife Anita, and their two daughters Nicole and Danny. Let's start with Nicole, or Dr. Nicole to you, whose life seems to be so perfect. She and her husband Ted, who's also a doctor, has 3 children, Martin and Catherine, and also Ted's nephew Andre, whom they've raised. Oh, but then there's Danny, who married Bill, and they had 2 daughters, Naomi and Chelsea. And after 30 years, their daughter Naomi moved her best friend Haley into the house, and she stole her man. And now they're getting married, and Danny's not happy about none of that. But how could she be? Listen, Dupree family, you've got our attention, and we're back again today to get the tea, and I'm here to pour it, because we all want to know what happened today beyond the gates. Welcome, gatekeepers, to our Friday night gossip fest. Although I don't know how long it's gonna last because they talking about storms here. And baby, if you know me, I don't play with no storms, and it don't play with me. Okay, I don't play with that. Okay. Anyway, it's Friday, so let me hold $20. No, well, do this for me instead. Hit the like button and go on and become a subscriber if you haven't yet. It's free. Okay. Listen, I hope everybody's feeling good and ready to gossip because I am. Let's see who's all in here right now. I'm sorry. To those who are listening later, I'm sorry I had to switch the time around, but like I said, some things are happening here, so I have to move accordingly. Cousin Linda's in the house today. She says, hey, gatekeepers. Real Talk said we got lots to talk about. I will have a lot to talk about. Today's episode, while boring, was also very insightful, but I will keep my thoughts for the live tonight. See you soon. Oh, she was okay, she's back. Okay. So it says, I will have to start early, guys. Oh, that's me. Lord, I'm not reading what I'm clicking. Okay, Tony Lynn says, good evening, gatekeepers. Good evening, Miss Jen. Wishing you all a happy Good Friday and happy Easter weekend. Thank you very much, Tony, for that. And Real Talk says, hello, everybody. Brace yourselves because I have plenty to say tonight. We ready. Just make sure these storms are it, because if they do start, child, maybe I just had to come back on again once they pass through. Y'all hold on for a second. My throat always wants to get cloudy when it's time to do this right here. Otherwise, I don't think I'd be sounding all raspy like this. For me today, I thought that, hold on one second. Hold on a second, let me check out something. Oh, I do also want to say, Real Talk, I think you inspired this, that at the end of this, we're going to pick baby names for Haley and Bill's baby. We're gonna see who's going to come up with the best baby name for the baby. But y'all be naming this baby nothing crazy. But what shall the baby's name be? And remember that the baby's last name will be Richardson. Is it Richardson? Bill Richardson. Yeah, it'll be Richardson, not Dupree. So we have to, make sure it rings well together. Okay, little Richardson, or whatever. But anyway, for me today, I do rate that today was a good day. It was so good that I think I'm gonna play our song. You want to hear it? Here you go.
Gatekeepers, get in here. The tea was hot. Get in here. The tea was hot. Open up the gates and get in here. Gatekeepers, get in here. What?
Yes, I did think that the tea was hot today. I did and did. It was loud sip worthy. It was and was. It was. Let me go up here and take this comment down right quick. Okay, and move that. Okay. All right, so let's get down to our picture so we can get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Well, Kat and Chelsea had a long conversation today down to the bar. All about should they let Danny in this business or not. Chelsea, baby, you may as well give up. Your mama's coming. Maybe, maybe, just maybe. We'll see. Well, okay. Kat and Chelsea have met up to try to strategize about Samantha's career and how to build on it. And Kat feels that they need Danny for marketing purposes and resources, as it's crazy not to tap into that. Well, meanwhile, Danny is back at the house with her friend. I didn't put these pictures like I usually do, so hold on while I do a little scrolling. Danny is at her house with her friend Pamela, I think her name is, her bestie, and they're talking about Chelsea retiring, and just she's just checking in on Danny because she feels that Danny got gut punched by the news that Chelsea was retiring the way that she got the news and at the timing that she got the news. But she's got a backup plan for her. Oh, she's got a proposal for Danny. And Danny's like, what it is? So Pamela tells her, she says, you know what we ought to do? We ought to start our own modeling agency. And with my experience and with your experience, it's going to be a blast. I mean, I was your manager after all. She was? Okay, then. She says, I managed you, you managed Chelsea. You both were, both are very successful. Who won't want to get a piece of that girl? She right, y'all may as well be the Tyra Banks of behind the gates. You better go on and do y'all thing. That's what I think about it. Well, Danny told her, she said, well, only if I get top billing. And she says, what do you mean? She said, it has to be Dupree and Curtis, not Curtis and Dupree. So the Dupree Curtis Modeling Agency, because my name pops after all. Okay. And I agree with her, it should be. Chelsea said that Danny doesn't know how to play nice. They're back at the bar still talking. Let me go back up to this picture. I spread these pictures out too far today. Anyway, while they're sitting there talking, Chelsea's telling Kat, she's like, my mama don't know how to play well with others, okay? She's demanding, she's pushy, she will undermine me at every cost, and she will, because she got to get the job done, Chelsea, and that's how you get it done sometimes, especially in the entertainment world. You got to be a little cutthroat sometimes. I never was, though, not me. I ain't never do that. I never do that. That's why y'all don't know who I am now, because I ain't do none of that. Anyway, she said, if we let my mother into this business, she's going to take over everything. But Kat wants her in. Kat's like, listen, your mom don't mean to do what she do, but she does, okay? But, and Chelsea's like, but it's going to have to be her way, and I don't want that. She doesn't want to invite that vibe back into her business space. Poor Chelsea is already shrinking like a violet. And then y'all ain't doing nothing but talking about it. She ain't even started running nothing yet. She ain't even started running nothing yet. Hold on, me. I have to make sure y'all can still hear me too. Okay. So she ain't even started running nothing yet. And already Chelsea is shrinking like a little violet. Poor thing. She over there stressing and drinking like a fish in a tank full of that there ripple. Because she just like a mama now. She got to have her drink when she's stressed out. Even though that's probably apple juice they have on set, but I digress. Well, Kat tries to help Chelsea see that the roles will not be the same because Danny will be working for them after all. Girl, once you the boss, you always the boss. But it's a nice sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Danny ain't coming in and take no second chair. You can hang that up. Okay. As soon as Pamela gets out of that door from over to, no, wait, that's the wrong thing. As soon as Pamela left out from over to Danny's house, Danny went straight to go get her a drink, but she got a phone call from Naomi instead, asking her to come out tonight, and she said she really didn't want to do it. Now, Kat knows that Danny, though, that going back to them, that she's very persistent, and they need that kind of take no for an answer energy to start up this business and to get some interest in them purses, because them purses is not cute. Y'all gonna have to get somebody designs. I told you, call me. Okay. I am the queen of Shein. I find y'all some purses look better than that. Come on now. Get a designer to make y'all something for this. I mean, really, it could be the it purse. It could be the purse everybody wants. You do a product placement for everything else. Okay. Woo. Anyway, she wants Chelsea to remember we ain't got the connection your mama got. Now people know you, you're not done what you do, but she's the one that they're used to dealing with in business. And I can't disagree with that. Okay. I can't disagree with that. But Kat really feels that she's closed that door and she wants to keep that door closed. But girl, Kat ain't gonna give up. She not. Because Kat knows this is what you all need. And all Kat wants is for this line to be successful. Girl, she ain't got to. You see this look on her face. She ain't got time for you with all this. She really don't. But anyway, she gets Chelsea to at least think about it. Because Danny is the last missing piece in this puzzle that they need to complete it. Let me see what y'all talking about before we move on to Naomi and her grandma. Down to the comments. All right, hold on. Okay, let me find y'all. Okay, Real Talk says Hamilton. Girl, thank you. What I'm talking about, Richardson? Lord. Thank you, Real Talk. Ted is the Richardson, right? Thank you. Okay. Are we doing middle names too? Girl, we could do middle names, add it on some more names, whatever, play names, nicknames, I don't mind. Real Talk says, yes, this is what I wanted to talk about. Uh-oh. KB says, hey, Miss Jen, Gatekeeper's family out walking Dolce. Can't speak individually at the moment, but she know y'all saying hello. Hey, KB. And hey, Dolce. If I hope I'm saying the name right. Ooh, Gatekeepers. I heard some interesting tea today. Girl, what you had heard? Okay, let's see. Real Talk says, I cannot stand Pamela. She's annoying. What exactly is... Wait. What exactly is... Let me see, was there a second part to this? You know, sidebar. Now that you say that, let me tell you something. Pamela gives me, outside of the show, that really in real life, she's there to try to take over some. I was thinking that today. I was. But now you could be talking about that she don't seem to be a really good friend to Danny or something. I don't know, but I'm just telling you, that's the vibe I got today. I ain't like it one bit. Okay. Linda said, hey, Miss B, Real Talk 411, Tony Lynn, and KB Mommy. DD is in the house. She says, hey, Gatekeepers. Linda says, because the show was a little slow today, I'm slipping Bellini. Girl, the show wasn't slow. I thought I enjoyed it. KB says hello to Linda. Real Talk says, I can't understand why Chelsea doesn't want Danny involved in the purse business. Girl, because she got a mama with the takeover spirit. She got a mama don't know how to just go, baby, that's good. She gonna come in there and she gonna take it all over because she gonna start a purse line and then she gonna be all proud of what she did. And then a mama gonna come in and go, that's nice, but this purse really needs to be red with some leopard on the inside. And what it does need is a bow on it. And then it would be perfect. And about that black one, put more gold on it. We need more. She ain't gonna like that. She ain't gonna like that. She ain't gonna like that. Even though she's gonna be right about what it needs. Because right now, y'all seen that purse, them two purses that they done showed is woefully not cute. Linda says, Real Talk, Danny has what I call a takeover spirit. Ain't that what I just said, cousin? The real conversation is Kat and Chelsea was very insightful. It told me what I already known about Danny. Danny is very controlling, and he is. And he is. Happy Friday, Tony B. Low, and Real Talk from KB. And Linda speaks to DD. Okay, did anyone listen to what Chelsea was saying? She said when Danny was her manager, Danny was very controlling, demanding, and didn't work well with others. Oh, she didn't work well with others. I didn't hear that part. She must have worked well with somebody because this girl became a huge star. And them be the people that get ahead, girl. Look at Anna Wintour. Don't nobody like Anna Wintour. You seen The Devil Wear Prada? Was she the top dog? Even at her age. Okay. She don't care if you like her, but you're going to respect her. You're going to respect her, gangster. Okay, I heard real loud and clear. Yeah, definitely heard it. What y'all talking about y'all heard? I gotta catch up. Danny is one of those overbearing mama momager, stage mom. She's like Kris Jenner and Matthew Knowles and Joe Jackson. Girl, not Joe girl. And Sonya Norwood. Girl. But all these people, kids, is famous though. They like they are, but they be getting the job. I wish somebody would have came and managed me. My goodness. She micromanages her daughter's career and life. Now I don't know if she micromanaging her life because it just to be in there everything with everybody, in my opinion. Danny was heck on wheels and heels. It was. We ain't gonna say she wasn't when she was. Chelsea also said, wait, real talk, I'm gonna read this with some attitude for you. Chelsea also said that Danny would demean her in front of designers, photographers. She would side eye her outfits and constantly telling her to stand up straight. Girl, the nerve. But she famous now. Tony says, hi, KB, Linda, everyone. Hope all of you are having a great day and weekend to come. Thank you, Tony, you as well. Destiny's in the house says, hey, gatekeepers. Well, real talk, I don't think you're wrong, though. Danny is very pushy. She is very pushy. She ain't scared to say what she want. But as they say, a closed mouth don't get what? Fed. Mm-hmm. She ain't scared to ask for what she want. Truth be told, my sister was just like that too, honey. My sister wasn't scared to tell you what she wanted, how she wanted, what you was gonna do, wasn't gonna do. Even when she was working on somebody else's job, she gonna tell them what she was gonna do, ain't gonna ain't about to do how we about to redo it. Mm-hmm. Chelsea left modeling Chelsea left modeling to get away from Danny's controlling behavior. She did. Hmm. But Kat said they need her. She said they need her. That's what she said. And Kat looking like she's a Danny in training. You did? Did you peep that? Because she's being just as pushy but it's what we need. Yeah, but I feel like, but it's what we need. Yeah, but I don't want her to, but it's what we need. I'm just saying, she a lot like her in many ways. When Naomi goes over to her grandparents' house and she walks in on Anita playing the piano beautifully, if that was her playing, even if it wasn't, and she was playing it beautifully. And Anita asked her, how was the case going? And she said she wanted to know exactly how wait a minute, hold on. Naomi said she knew exactly how she wanted to attack that case, but she also had to admit that it was also partially due to her wanting to get back at her father that she wanted to, take that case on because he had hurt her and her mother. So she says, I'm just trying to be honest about that part too. But then I also saw that my dad is fragile and that my relationship with him is a lot more important. And then she talked about her the new attorney. Girl, I need y'all to bring this attorney later on to the show. Y'all keep talking about it, but ain't nobody pulled up yet. Okay, but I need the lawyer / Sora to show up and be an arch enemy of Haley and be fine on top of that so Sparks can fly with her and Bill. I know it's messy. But it's Messy Friday, so it's okay. It's all right. Y'all calm down. Calm down. Well, Anita is looking through pictures of. I thought I had a picture of that, but I guess I didn't. Oh, well, I didn't upload it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Anita was looking through. Oh, this thing. Wait, hold on. Let me move the comments so y'all can see that. Hold on. Anita was looking at pictures of her past glory days of singing. And she loved it. And she said there was nothing like standing in front of an audience and seeing her dreams come true from when she was a kid and how, when you get on stage, it's a moment that lives on after you do what you do there, making people feel things. Because that is your job as an entertainer. So I identified with this speech that she gave a lot because it really is like that. You walk out there and everything is just kind of quiet in a sense, and it's your job to create a moment for these people. You don't want people thinking about nothing except having a good time, nothing about laughing, nothing except, singing a song along with you. Like that's your job. So she was really reflecting on that and how blessed she felt, though, at the same time to have done that and moved people. And she had to admit that she missed it. And at the same time, she was blessed to have the family that she's had also. But she missed them articulates, honey. She do. She misses her group. I got a feeling that they gonna reunite on the show. Who y'all think gonna be in the articulates? Huh? I think Patty LaBelle. I think Patty coming, baby. Mm-hmm. Who else y'all think of? Y'all think Gladys Knight coming? Because I don't know. They got to be women of particular. Oh, Stephanie Mills should come. Yeah. Bring Stephanie. Who y'all want to be in the articulates? Hmm? Who y'all want to see? Because that could be good. Just don't bring down Ross. I don't want to see her in there. I don't want to see her. She all right with me, but I ain't trying to see Diana right now. I just ain't. But anyway, she said that she knew that her life turned out to be good too because she still had a beautiful family and has also gotten to see all the accomplishments that they have made in their lives. But she misses singing. Sidebar. I don't know, but I got a tingling feeling deep down in my spirit that Anita Duprees is trying to kick me off the program for Ted's them party. I just got a feeling they gonna bump me for her because I'm singing Anita. I don't care what you say, girl. I'm gonna do a song. I'm busting up in there with a song. Y'all gonna get a song on the day of the party. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Prepare yourself. Just trying to decide what I'm gonna sing. I'm either gonna sing Misty or I'm gonna sing Inseparable. I just gotta make up my mind which one I'm gonna bust up in there with. Y'all let me know what you want because you're gonna get it whether you want it or not. So, and I'm serious, I ain't playing. Okay, so Danny comes over because remember, Anita had called her. Danny came over and they were in there talking, and she's like, "What's going on?" Because Danny didn't want to come out the house because she was getting ready to have her a drink when her daughter called up because the grandmother, Anita, and Naomi came up with this idea to let's do something for Danny. She needs some cheering up. Let's just have a little get together for Danny. Let's just celebrate Danny. I don't really know. It's okay. All right. Okay. But here's the thing, though. Bar. They going down to the Uptown. At Uptown, she said. I think that's that bar. Now, who they going to run into down there? Because I know they about to run into somebody. You know the party ain't going to go down in peace. And they celebrating Danny. Y'all know it ain't. You know it ain't. Mm-mm. But anyway, when Danny got there, they were her and Naomi were like dancing around, like we gonna be the articulation. We got to get one of her things together because so far Danny doesn't know that the party is for her. She done told her that the party is for Anita. So she's like, "Ooh, let's get something together for her. Get a little dance routine up." Because she's like, "Yeah, because I think she's been feeling sad about not singing, which you don't really know is really, 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 really true." Mm-hmm. Now, Anita, I like you, girl, but don't be trying to bump me off the program. Maybe we both can sing, okay? Do a duet. How about that? But anyway, they all head out to dinner, and Danny doesn't know that the dinner is for her. Let me get in here and see what y'all talking about, because y'all down here just talking about stuff. Hold on, let me go back up now. Okay, hold on, let me find my spot. Okay. Yes, Chelsea became successful and famous, but at the same time, it's also about how she made her daughter feel. She don't know how she made her feel. She really don't. Danny don't see Chelsea as an adult, and that's bad. Do you think that Danny is a narcissistic mother? Because that may be why she doesn't see her that way. Linda says, "Real talk, you right about Danny not seeing her daughter as an adult." And Real Talk says Danny is a very controlling person. And Chelsea confirmed that we saw a little glimpse of it when she was doing the photo shoot and Andre was there. Yeah, she was like, do this, do that, up, 2, 3, 4. KB says, "Hey, Destiny." Real Talk says, "I keep telling people that Danny was the controlling one in the marriage. Danny isn't telling the truth about her marriage to Bill. Danny never allowed Bill to be the man in the marriage." You don't think so? Because that could be, though. But Bill just don't seem like he passive, child. But then there are those men that are strong at work and then they become kind of a little cowering when they get home. There are those that exist like that. Maybe he's like that with his big old fine self. Y'all know Bill Fine. Anyway, Danny controlled him, and that's why he's always cheating and turning to other women. Ooh, child. Danny probably told the man how to sit, how to stand, how to feel, and no man wants to be controlled like that. And I don't want no man to be controlled like that. I need somebody to tell me when to get somewhere and sit down. And I may sit down, but I'll be thinking about standing up. How about that? Okay. Tony says, I want to see Dionne Warwick. Dionne Warwick was a star in her time. She sure enough was. KB says, real talk, I beg to differ. Uh-oh. Is y'all windmilling in the comments? Let's see. KB says, I beg to differ. I think Danny became that way during her marriage to Bill because she lost so much of herself. Ooh. Hey, gatekeeper, sorry I'm late. Hey, Miss Elaine. Real talk says, Danny's controlling nature is what sent Bill running. I remember Naomi also having a similar story. She too wanted to get away from Danny and her controlling behavior. Well, that's what happened when you're perfect. When you're perfect, you want your children to be perfect. Linda says, Danny definitely wore the pants in her marriage. That's why Bill said Haley made him feel like a real man. Well, I know he feel like a man since he married somebody so young. What else he gonna feel like? Not that there's anything wrong with that. She also encouraged Chelsea to do the same. Naomi told Chelsea that the only way she could get away from Danny's controlling behavior was to leave Fairmont Crest. Hold on, let me make my screen full screen so I can. Oh Lord, what did I just do? Okay. She said was to leave Fairmont Crest, and that's what she did. Naomi told Chelsea the only way she could, is to leave. Oh, she don't live in Fairmont Crest? She don't live in Fairmont Crest? I wouldn't be moving from behind the gates to get away from no one. I need all that bouginess in my life. She married Jacob and chose to live outside the gates. Oh, Naomi. Oh, I'm thinking about Chelsea. Okay, yeah, I mean, but not real talk. Now Jacob couldn't afford to live behind them gates, girl. I ain't heard of him nothing about him having no what's that thing called? I always forget the name of that doggone thing. The fund, the family fund. Can't never think. Trust fund. I ain't heard about him having no trust fund. That why she ain't buying them gates. Girl, that you tell that lie, you be buying them gates if you could, because you be over there all the time. You don't live back there. But girl, you be over there all the time. Just like I would be. Linda says, hey, Elaine. Elaine says, missed you yesterday, Linda. Yeah, she was busy. KB Mommy is speaking. KB says, I beg to differ. I think Danny became that way because of Bill. Woo! Bill ain't passive, but Danny put the pow on him in the bit. Now, you know what? Now, we do not know that. We don't know that. I don't think that. Now, listen, man. I don't think new beat experience all the time. I don't. You work harder, smarter, not harder. Elaine says neither Bill or Danny are passive. That's true. The only way Chelsea could get some peace was to get away from Danny. I feel that. That's all game. Ooh, Danny needs to stay away from Chelsea also. She does not appreciate her mom. All of Danny's ideas are good. Chelsea and Kat will need her eventually. They will. Yes, a trust fund. Thank you so much. Child. Yeah, they did a little cutting up today. Ooh, child, now on to Doug and Vanessa. Ooh, Nessa girl. As Funky Dineva said, Nessa girl. Nessa girl. I know. Woo. Y'all see them try to slide Ashley into a part that was interesting today. We still don't want her. But we saw y'all try it. I know. So I saw that. I saw what y'all tried to do. We seen. All right, let's get on to Nessa and Doug. You get to their pictures. Okay. So Vanessa stops down to Dr. Nicole's office to RSVP for the party and to bring a little libation for them to share. And Nicole asks her how the search for the house for Joey's deceased mama is going. Now, Nicole, why you starting stuff from hello? That girl just got in the door and she in there all happy. She's like, about some bubbly. And you like, what's going on with that house that Joey buying for his mama that ain't around no more? How that's going? Do you know you cold? You know you cold. And I like that green chair. Don't y'all like that green chair? That was nice. Mm-hmm. All right. So Joey is down to the casino. Hold on. Let me find these pictures. Okay, Joey is down to the casino and it seems like it's before they opened. Okay. So he's down to the casino talking to Randy and he wants to know where Doug at. Well, Doug is down to the hospital and he's busy talking to Ashley. Here's this picture of him and Ashley. Child, where's that little sad picture at? I'm just going to use this one. Okay, he was down there talking to Ashley, right? And he was like, how much money you got? How much money you got on you? For a minute, I was like, Doug, now I know you ain't about to shake these children down here to the hospital for no money. Now, Doug, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Well, Nurse Messy stepped in and said, girl, don't answer that. He been betting everybody all morning with them little small wagers about nothing. And he was like, I ain't really won nothing, so it ain't that big a deal. But you know, Doug, this is slippery slope you sliding on, sir. You slipping and a sliding. You slipping and a sliding. That's all I can say. He bragging about he done won $3.75 down there from these poor nurses. You making 99 more times what these folks is making. And you down here shaking them down for quarters and dollars. Just get on back to the casino, because that's where you about to go. Anyway, Joey, meanwhile, is down to the casino terrorizing Randy. And he told him, he said, you better get Doug back over here ASAP. He says, but it seems like he's concentrating on work and work only. He says, and if he do, then I guess I have to go down there and get him myself. He gonna do it his way if he go. But what he trying to tell you? You either get him here your way, or I'm gonna bring him down in mine. And you know Joey the axe don't mind using his axe. Cut off stuff and bring people around where you want them at. I already know what kind of person you is, Joey. We got you. We know you. We know you. Well, meanwhile, down to Vanessa's office. Is this them? Yeah. Down to Vanessa's office. She trying to talk some good sense into Nicole, who is still lying about Joey. And then she said, well, did you talk to him? She's like, I was firm with him. I was. But it turns out the house is not for him. It's not for his mother. It's for him. It's for him. And he didn't want me to see him as a frail old man. And Dr. Nicole says, and you bought that? Dr. Nicole was clocked in today. Okay? She was clocked in. Because this is her best friend. She don't want to stay stupid all her life, okay? She said, it sounds like a load of bull to me. Now, y'all know people sensitive when they first start liking somebody. You can't just jump up and say the boy ugly. You can't say stuff like that. You can be like, that's all he do for a living. You can't do that when they first meet him. You just got to smile and say something. Because if Nessa ain't careful, not Nessa, if Dr. Nicole ain't careful, Nessa gonna mess around and RSVP for that party and stomp up out of there, girl. You better tread light. We want the gift, girl. Don't mess up the gift. Don't mess up your gift. We still want to get that part, okay? Well, Doug is still back at the office or down to the hospital, trying to push the nurses to bet him a quarter. Just bet me a quarter if you can't bet $1. So Nurse Messi gives Ashley a quarter. She's like, girl, here, don't give him more than this, okay? Because he's like, I bet I can make this shot on him. He'll bet on anything. You ever see people just will bet on anything? I need to bet him that I never eat chocolate again, because I bet I win that. Well, no, wait, let me say it different. I need to bet him that I will eat chocolate again. And I will win that. Okay. Shoot. I'm like, let's see who break first and whoever do get the money. He'd be like, that's backwards. I'd be like, don't see, pay attention, Doug. Bet on anything, because he'll bet on anything. Well, he makes the shot, and he's all hyped up about making that shot. And Nurse Messi was amused too, but she was looking at him like, why are you shaking these nurses down, sir? And she gonna figure it out, because you know she's suspicious. You know she is. She on you. She on you, Doug. She on you, Dr. Doug. Because she knows something ain't right. Joey is still pushing Randy to get Doug back down to that casino. He's like, you better get him down here. Just get him down here. He says, so that he can get me what I really want. And I was like, what do you really want? Joey Thumbs? And Joey Thumbs said, I need for him to get me his wife. Yeah, Vanessa, girl, that frail old man is harmless, girl. He harmless. Don't he sound harmless? Girl, don't he sound harmless? He don't sound harmless to me. He does not sound harmless to me, girl. You better be careful. Well, Vanessa, let me go back up to these pictures. Vanessa done sat down and had her seat now, and she's just so enamored about Joey. And Nicole is trying hard not to. Hold on one second. Let me find this for y'all while I say this. Hold on. Where this thing at? Okay, so she's talking about how enamored she is by Joey. And Dr. Nicole is trying her best not to just roll her eyes to high heaven and just be like, girl, I cannot with you. You and this man, honey. Well, she goes on to talk about how she was touched about how he was opening up to her. And Dr. Nicole said, did he open up to you after he had told the lie? Because if he did, you know he was just telling another lie to cover up that lie, Nessa, right? You know he lying, girl, right? And she's trying hard to warn Vanessa, but Vanessa ain't listening. So then Dr. Nicole just flat out asks her, you got feelings for Joey? And I really thought that she was going to deny. But the girl said, yeah, child. I was verklempt. Okay? I was clutching my imaginary pearls because I could not believe that she done sat up there and admitted that she really did have a crush on Joey. I do have feelings for him. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Girl. Well, while she down there admitting her feelings, right? Joey is down there still talking to Randy. And he's explaining to Randy how he intends to use Vanessa. He wants to access her real estate firm to launder money. What? He wants to use her real estate firm to launder money, he says. And it's the perfect setup for him because he let it slip that he says she let it slip that millions of dollars passes through her business every month. And see, Vanessa, how loose lips can sink ships. See how you were sharing with him, he was getting what he wanted from you. And just how much money do you make? Oh my God, millions. You so busy trying to impress this gangster baby that you done impressed him just perfectly for him to figure out how he about to use you up. Just gonna keep on using you until he use you up. Yeah, you can count on that. He says he wants Doug in debt so that Vanessa will have to open up her books to him. So I guess he'll be like, "Let me help you. I know you. Hey, let me take a look at your book." And then he gonna cook the books, girl. That's what he gonna do, girl. He gonna cook your books, girl. And I ain't talking about the books you might be hoping he gonna cook, girl. Girl. He gonna cook the books for sure, girl. Oh my goodness, child. You done got in with the wrong kind. And Dr. Nicole done tried to tell you to sit down somewhere, but you don't listen. Well, Randy don't think it's gonna work. He says because Doug really loves Vanessa, and I don't think he's gonna involve her in anything. He says, yeah, but he'll end up doing it because once you got people on the line with what they want, they gonna do what they do to get it. He be fiending for you know what he doing. Well, Shanice, hold on, not that picture. Shanice is talking to Dr. Doug and he wants to know, why were you talking to my wife about me yesterday? She said, because you've been working so hard and I don't want you to get in any trouble with the patients or anything like that. Um, Sidebar. I Hear what I think. I think that Nurse Messy know a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. And she don't want to have to end up in no court of law and have to put her hand on the Bible and swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Because child, she know too much. It's either that or she's starting to like Doug. Because is it me? Or is Doug starting to sit around trying to had a sweet eye all the time and show y'all that I look good too. Like to me, the little stuff he doing in the camera now is to show off his little face. You all right, but you ain't no bill. You all right though? You all right. You okay? But you ain't no bill. Okay, so anyway, Randy calls Doug on the phone and he's trying his best to get him to come back. Hey man, I got that good liquor you like. Come on down. I got a bottle waiting on you. What kind of best friend are you, Randy? I mean, I know your life on the line. I know your life on the jeopardize, as that woman said on the news that time. I know your life on the jeopardize, bro. But really, this how you gonna do your friend? Look how scared he look. Because y'all know that what's his name had threatened him and his whole family. So Randy like, let me get on down here and get my job done because I ain't trying to swim with the fishes. Well, Nicole is still over there trying to talk some sense into what's her name, Nessa. And Nessa admitted that she does have feelings for him, but not like that. Girl, you lying. Nicole said she was lying. And the woman, and she want to pretend to be selling houses while you know what you there for is that aphrodisiac, which is that power that Joey got. And girl, you about to get drunk on Joey. You already drunk on Joey because you're not thinking straight. You thinking like you drinking, girl. Mm-hmm. Well, Joey still is pushing at Randy. He says, since you couldn't get him to come and do what I need him to do, I'll do it myself. But you know it's gonna be consequences for that. Because Randy done told this man, he was like, listen, I would never hurt you, but how your ex and your daughter doing? Not Joey. That's just low. You gonna hurt a child, Joey. Joey the thumbs, is that what you really gonna do to somebody? Oh Lord. Anyway, Vanessa's talking about the power that Joey has, and she's so drawn to it. And Dr. Nicole is trying to get her through this, but child, it ain't working. That woman is drawn to that man and the charm and all of that. And she's trying to tell her this is what it is. You're looking at this tough exterior, but that man is dangerous. But she don't care. She don't care. Hmm. All right, y'all. Oh, yeah. When Dr. Nicole asked her, she said, is this about some unmet need that you have? And that sounds like she got a little salty. Like, are you talking about my husband? Yes, she talking about your husband. Who else she talking about? Diego? Hmm? Or one of the rest of them, girl? All right, well, Dr. McBride, uh, that's Doug, has lost a patient. And he's in there talking to Shanice and Ashley about it. And he feels really bad about what's happened. And again, Shanice is a soft place for him to land. Shanice, girl, let me find out you got a crush on this man. Don't get caught up in this stuff, child. I'm about to tell you. There's some stuff going on over to Dr. McBride's crib, girl. You don't want it. You don't want it like you think you do. Well, anyway, he done lost a patient. He lost that patient that he had a surgery on, but it wasn't his fault, and that's what Shanice is trying to help him to see. She's like, this person had a lot stacked against him. He's like, yeah, but that's the point. I was supposed to be able to offset that, and she's like, yeah, but it doesn't work out that way all the time. You just need to, calm down. And then this fool takes his hand and slams it, and ends up breaking his hand. Child, child. Mm, mm, mm. Now, Shanice is over here trying to encourage you the same way that Joey do for Nessa. Joey the Claw do the same thing for Vanessa, honey. He encourages her when she down. And Miss Shanice is trying to get you the same thing, then you're going to slam your hand down. Which means he probably going to be at home now. Now she got to check in on him. But I digress. Well, Vanessa says that she really does care. I do care about Doug. It ain't that I don't care about Doug. I do. I do. But he just don't meet all my needs. And he doesn't have to. It's not fair to even try to make him. Girl, you know you can reason yourself into some stupidity. But go ahead, girl. Go ahead, get down. We'll stand over here while you do, okay? But then she told Dr. Nicole that she said, it's just like Shanice was saying. She's like, Shanice, why was you talking to Shanice about Doug? And she said, oh no, she was just worried about how much he working. Sure is, girl. She sure is. Sidebar. That happened to me one time. Somebody came to me and said, your husband don't look happy to me. I said, girl, let me tell you something. My husband's happiness is none of your concern. If he's happy, sad, glad, mad, feeling good, whatever the case may be, don't ever concern yourself with what you think he may or may not be feeling. And please let us not have this conversation again. Girl, I didn't play when I was 9. I didn't play them games. I did not play them games, baby. Don't come over here. See, this is my playground right here, and I don't need no help in my play yard. I don't need no help over here. People have bad days, honey. That's what's gonna happen. But she ain't come over there no more. She ain't come over there no more because I play that stuff. Anyway, Vanessa is saying, well, he don't need to be everything to me if he don't need to. I was talking to Shanice. She said that he was feeling sad. And Dr. Nicole looking at her like, girl, you don't even know how to read the room, do you, girl? But okay. Okay. Well, once Dr. Doug had done sat up there and broke his hand, Shanice came in there to check up on him, and she was talking to him, and she said, well, at least it's a clean break, the doctor said, because she's so concerned. She's so concerned. Just like Vanessa would be, I guess, if she had time. Anyway, she said the doctor said, though, it's going to heal fast because it was a clean break. And Doug is like, what? For how long? Now, Doug, you a doctor. How you gonna be a surgeon and don't know the answer to these things? Now, come on, writers. Come on now. Like this man didn't have bone class. Like he didn't go through no classes for fixing bones and things. But anyway, she was really nice about it. She was really nice about it. And she said, here's the good thing about it, though. At least it will give you a break from surgeries for a while, because I really think you need one. Okay. Well, that was cool. She walks on out. And then when she walks out, Joey rounded up the corner. Babe. Joey walked up in there and said, I see we have a problem. Because you got to have my monies. And I don't think you playing. But y'all, baby, y'all. Next week's clips look like it's going to be sizzling hot. I ain't about to tell no tale. I had to go and take some screenshots of that. Look here. Look. Look right there. Look. This girl, Leslie Laura, she's Sherry to her. Leslie Laura, Sherry, Dana Mary, Susie Lulu walked up in there in her Sherry wig. Her Sherry wig is blonde, wet wave. And she was like, I have something, there's something you need to know. Girl, what she need to know? Which of the things do she need to know? Mm, mm, mm. And then, and then, and then Eva had a sick. Do y'all see that look on Eva's face? She was like, let me tell you something. She was talking through her teeth like this. Let me tell you something. She was like, you are such a diabolical, pathological liar. Woo! Child, the drama of it all. The drama of it all. It was just, there will be loud sipping and loud crunching, crumpet crunching when we get back up in there next week. Yes, yes. So messy. I just love the gossip. Oh, y'all gossip too much for me. Let me get down here in the comments and see what y'all been gossiping about, because y'all been gossiping up a storm. Ooh, child, let me see. Ooh, let me get up here and see. Real Talk said, Naomi and Chelsea need to look at the bigger picture here. If Danny could be controlling with them, what makes them think that she could not be controlling her father? True, true. If she could control them, she could control Bill too, and could. Real Talk says, now I'm beginning to question everything Danny has said about Bill making her give up her modeling career. I wonder how true that whole story is. No, I think he really did that because he's doing the same thing with Haley. Child, Dougie has it real bad. He do. JV, hey, JV is in the house. I is using Vanessa and Doug for money laundering. And she think it's love. Girl. Danny is a controlling person. Everything had to be done her way. When Bill admonished her for kissing and he told her that Haley doesn't order him around, was a dead giveaway. Mm, mm, mm. I wonder if they are listening to fans, since Ashley is just as in, wait, oh, just one or two scenes over the past week. Well, this stuff was already shot, so I don't know. Maybe they seen it when they was watching it back. They was like, she bored. He told her that him and Haley are equal partners, and Haley makes him feel the way a man should. She told asked him if he doesn't miss being controlled by her. Yeah, I remember she asked him, do you miss that? I know you miss that. Vanessa has the fever for Joey Thumbs. She does. She thinks she do. And that's why I think Danny is crashing out. Danny isn't crashing out because Bill left her. She is crashing out because she has no one to, she can't control him anymore. Some people are like that. They just want to control you. Vanessa was very vulnerable, all vulnerable and wanting Doug yesterday, but today, again, she's still all Team Joey. This is why I was looking at her sideways yesterday when she was accusing Doug of cheating, because she cheats all the time. So I don't even know why she's talking. Hey, little Harding Collins. Good evening, gatekeepers, and good evening to you too. Real Talk says Danny doesn't have power over Bill anymore by divorcing her. He was taking her power away and being a man for the first time in a long time. Now that could ring true. Linda says hello to you, little Hardin. And Real Talk says he finally mustered up the courage to leave, and I don't think Danny truly wants Bill back. She just cannot stand the fact that she no longer has control over him. Could be because she's still trying to control him a little bit through Haley. Girl, you might have a point. Mm-hmm. I must say that Joey, or John Lindstrom, who plays him, is an excellent villain. He is. He's a cool, laid-back villain. I cannot stand Vanessa. Real Talk says she can't stand you. Real Talk says, I don't believe Joey's story. He's doing all of this just to get with Vanessa. Really? No, I think he want to launder that money. Because he said from the beginning, he didn't really want no money from Doug. That ain't what he want. But we shall see. Maybe he'll end up falling for real. Vanessa is married with two outside guys, and looking for a third of Joy. Third, fourth, or fifth, he got to get in line. I love, because that's what Nicole told her. She's like, girl, you know you do this all the time. Girl, you know what you do, how you do. You know how you do. I love Nicole, and I hope Nicole keeps the same suspicious energy when she is on the hot seat. Well, let us hope. Because I don't know now, because when Ted tried to confess something yesterday, she shut it down. And I was all in there ready for her to say, what you mean by that? Because I know I'd have been like, wait, hold on, Jim Shoe, bag up. Bag it up. What you talking about, Willis? Real Talk says, and the audacity of Vanessa to accuse Doug of having an affair when she's having multiple. And is. Linda said that Vanessa is a skeezer. Oh, gatekeepers. Mm-mm. Lil Hardin says Vanessa and Doug need serious help ASAP. Shanice and Doug have great chemistry. They do, though, don't they? I ain't advocating, but I'm just saying. If Vanessa toss him aside, girl, pick him up. And you got to take him to Gamblers Anonymous. But we'll see. Maybe Vanessa and Doug can do a 2-for-1 therapy package. Girl, don't put that much on no therapist. And please don't let it be Dr. Nicole. I don't like Vanessa at all. Real Talk said at all. At all. I don't like it at all. Nurse Messy is not stupid. I think she likes Doug, but is keeping her distance for now. Yeah, if she's smart, she will. Real Talk says Vanessa is out here around these streets. She is married and has 2 outside men and is looking for a third enjoy, but she wants to judge Haley. Well, you know, it ain't never about what. You know how they say you got when you point at somebody, you got 1 at them, 3 at you. And literally she got 3 at her to her Haley's 1. That we know about. Mm-hmm. It takes one to know one, doesn't it, Vanessa? Ooh, real talk, you on one night. Wait, hold on one second. Let me put this up for Real Talk. Real Talk is on somebody tonight. Girl, you is on Vanessa today.
I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
Girl, you ain't playing with her tonight. You is not playing. Okay. Hold on. Real Talk says, it amazes me how Nicole finds nothing wrong with Vanessa messing around like this. Nicole is no. Now Nicole does have a problem with it. That's why she keep talking to her about it. She done told her and told her and told her, but you can't make you can lead a horse to water, honey, but you can't make him drink. You can't. You cannot. Nicole is a psychiatrist. I'm sure that she has studied and treated persons with all types of disorders. Yes. Mm-hmm. Vanessa is drawn to Joey and Thumbs like a moth to the flame burned by the fly. My love is deep. Can't you see my desire? That is the thing with these psychiatrists. They will always pinpoint the issue of others, but never of the family members and close friends. Well, I don't want to be talking to them neither. If I had my shingle, I don't want you over here talking to me about all that stuff for free. Real Talk says. Linda says, Real Talk, so right. They fix others because they can't fix themselves. Because Linda, my psychiatrist, she ain't no psychiatrist, but she had to sit through all my woes and ills. Linda, I know you over there cracking up. Oh, Lord. Nicole is a psychiatrist and she can't see that Danny is an alcoholic and Martin is experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder. See, again, she might know, but you can't be treating all these people for free, girl. I ain't when I got my degree to be treating everybody for free, Enjoy the content, show some love to the channel by hitting the like button. It's free 99. Thank you, KB Mommy. And don't y'all forget now, if y'all want to send a little gift to the channel, y'all see that $ over there, go on and run it up. Run it up if you want to. Because I can always use it to help toward this channel, honey. Because I told y'all, we're trying to be number 1 over here. Okay? All right. And you know what? I'm going to tell y'all something. What is this that we on? YouTube make you work like a dog to get some money from them, baby. I had to tell y'all. I'm $9 from getting a first little payout from them. But when I tell you, it's done taken a long time just to see that little bit they about to, because baby, they dips in hard. But anyway, I'm gonna keep right on doing it. What KB Mommy said, Linda said, tap the screen, it don't cost a thing. That's right. I wish this was like over there on what is that called? TikTok, where you tap the screen and get them hearts and stuff. All right. As a psychiatrist, Nicole cannot possibly think Nicole's behavior is normal. She don't. Let's get the likes to match the viewers, please. Bush watchers is only. It's okay to like the video even from the bushes. That's true because we don't know who you are. Even if you want to put a thumbs down, put it on there, child. It counts for me. Okay. Real Talk says usually when people have hyper or are nymphos, they have suffered some kind of trauma in their past. These are words you can't say on this thing. So sometimes something must have happened to Vanessa in the past. Could have. Or she could just be fast. Y'all know about that. We was growing up, folks. She just fast with a fast tail. Okay, appreciate the likes, but y'all, we can do better than that. Let's push Miss Jen out of the algorithm, out to the algorithms. I heard that. Thank you. The comments do that. The likes do that. And yes, I do appreciate it. And it is free 99 to do so. Linda says, Vanessa can't be concerned about Doug because she is too busy getting her itch scratched. And he is. She shouldn't be itching at all. And all that scratching he about to do. But baby, he about to scratch her raw. I mean, now y'all know when you have something that's itching, you can't scratch it too much because it just be sore after that. I'm just saying. Thank you all for those who mashed the like button. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you, KB Mommy. Thank you. She's a great mom. She's moderating great for me down there because I'm doing all I can just to keep up with stuff up here. Y'all wanna hear the tea I heard? I'm down to tell. I'm gonna open up the lines in a minute. You can come up and tell it. Hold on. Who does it involve, Linda? Linda said no spoilers. Oh, Didi said no spoilers. And where did you get this tea from? What's your source? Real Talk wants to know. Linda says, hey, JV, can we get 4 more likes? It helps push the channel into the algorithms. Thanks in advance. Just 4 more likes. 4 more likes. Elaine, LOL at Bone Class. What did I miss? Okay. The thumbs up to the left. The thumbs up is to the left and the like button, y'all. Baby, Real Talk didn't come to play with y'all tonight. She did not. Linda says she's over here rolling. I know you was when I said that. Okay, so it says YouTube makes you work like a Hebrew slave making brick with no mortar. I'm about to tell y'all. I call my cousin. I'd be like, I made 3 cents today. Oh my God. I'd be excited. I made 3 more cents, girl. The only way it does really go up is if y'all do send a little gift. I ain't mad at you if you do, All right, so KB says the tea involves Bill and Haley. Girl, Real Talk says, I told everybody I have a lot to say. Girl, that's all right. That's what we over here for. We over here to talk about it and gossip, girl. That's what we here for. What you talking? What is you talking? Ooh, y'all was in a talking mood. So y'all want me to drop this link? Let me see. Now, let me see if I can figure out how to drop this link again. Hold on. I did it before. Okay, it says copy. Okay, it said copy. Okay, return. No, how did I do this before? I was able to do it. Oh, wait. Okay, wait a minute now. Autofill. Is that it? No, paste. There we go. Child, I'm over here cooking. I ain't gonna remember what I did next time, so don't y'all be looking for that. Be looking for it no more. All right, for those of you who want to come up and have your say, now is the time. Now is the time. Be sure to have a Miss Jen playing. Wait a minute. Be sure not to, oh yeah, that's right. Make sure that everything is turned down in your background because it will only echo and cause havoc, okay? Okay, Elaine says, I think this is about the article that I talked about yesterday. I could not post the link. YouTube would not allow it. What? Oh, man. Okay. All right. KB says, and please no music. Oh, yeah, she said, no, please no music. Yeah, because they will strike. Do y'all know they struck me for playing my own song yesterday, for me singing yesterday? But, What they struck me for is because somebody owns, the song itself. So I got struck for that. So that means that of the $1.75 I might make off yesterday, they gonna get a half of that. That's okay. I don't care. I do not care. Get me if you want. I do not care. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I played some of I'm Going Down, and these folks struck me down. They was like, girl, you ain't about to do that. I was like, and he is. And he is. Okay. All right, let me see. I read the article and I'm unfazed by it. That article did nothing for me like that. I'm trying to see where y'all be getting all these articles and things. Hold on for a minute. I'm about to add you to the stage, Linda. If you're ready, make sure you got everything. Let's see. You can edit it by speeding it up or slowing it down some and still get your coin. What? Well, no, they got me for like publishing rights. I think that's what they struck me for, was the publishing rights to the song. Bill isn't going back to Haley. He may go back to Danny, but it won't last. I'm gonna try that editing thing though. But that song already, but I might speed it up a little bit. I'll see what happens. I can throw it through one of these apps and do that. Yeah, Elaine said cousins are the best psychiatrists. They do it. She be like, oh baby, oh poor baby. Linda be like, woo woo woo, woo woo woo. Had me cracking up sometimes. Bill was straight again. He will remember why he left in the first. All right, Linda. I'm about to add you to the stage. Hold on, let me get rid of this picture. Hold on, cuz. Let me get rid of the picture. Cuz. Hold on. Going up, up, up. Hide that. And are you there?
I am here.
Okay, then. All right. I'm trying to figure out why my sound is not. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know why. My earphones are plugged into. My earphones are plugged into my. Okay, let me know if you all can still hear me. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
You can?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I'm going to plug this into my computer so that I can hear over here. Hello?
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, so what was it you wanted to get off your chest today?
Well, what I had heard is via an article that popped up in my feed today. I think it was on Facebook, and it was called Behind the Scenes Beyond the Gates. And it said a whole bunch of stuff, but the gist of it is that yes, Haley is pregnant. However, her got an STD, so now her got to tell Bill and whoever she got it from, because I don't think she got it from Bill. That's
Okay.
what I heard.
Okay, and you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm changing some stuff around. That's why I'm asking. Okay, hold on. Somebody else is trying to come on the stage too. Hold on, because I was messing with something and missed half of what you said. I know everybody else might have heard you, but I got to figure out how to get out of this screen. Doggone it. Okay, wait. I think I just saw it. Hold on. Oh Lord. Wait, Linda. Say what you said again for me.
Okay, what I said was, excuse me, getting a frog in my throat. What I said was what I had heard through an article that popped up on my feed today. I think it was on Facebook. There were a few things said, but what really popped out was that Haley is pregnant. However, she found out she has an STD, and now she's going to have to tell Bill and maybe whoever she got it from, because I don't think she got it from Bill.
What?
That's what I had heard.
Girl, say it ain't so.
Well, it makes it interesting, that's for sure.
Oh my goodness. That's too much.
Okay, I'm seeing down in the bottom. Real Talk says it's fake.
Oh, it's a fake story.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
she
You never
says
know, because right now people are putting a lot of stuff out now. They are putting a lot of stuff out now.
the KP mommy said she heard the same tea.
hmm I'm trying to see how I posted that. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong place. I don't know what I could have just almost did. Oh wait. Oh, I was trying to post the link again. Okay, so don't forget that the link is up there in the comments, you guys, if you want to come up. I see somebody else is trying to enter the stage as well. Didn't I just tell y'all I was gonna forget how I just put this thing up here? All right.
That's what you said.
All right. E Daddy, welcome to the stage.
Hello again. Nice talking with you.
You too.
So I have some fun facts because I am a person who likes to do fun facts.
Okay.
So yesterday's episode was the very first episode where none of the core Duprees appeared. No Anita, no Vernon, no Nicole, no Danny.
Okay, turn whatever you got going on down in the back for us.
Mom, mute the TV, please.
No, I
Mom,
mean of this broadcast, whatever the sound is at, turn your sound down.
She'll make it keep going online. But here's the remote. Tell me what to do. What do I do with it?
mute.
Oh, mute. Okay, mute. Okay.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that. Anyways.
Hold on. Go ahead.
So yesterday's episode, like I said, was the first episode where there was where the Dupree family core did not appear. No Anita, no Vernon, no Nicole, no Danny. It was all about the grandkids.
Did you say yesterday?
Yesterday's episode, yes.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I hadn't thought about that. Maybe they're trying to see if they can hold things down on their own, you think?
Yes, and I love it a lot. I mean, we don't need every episode with Anita and Vernon. The young people need to cook because it's about them at the end of the day. I believe that soap operas are about the younger people because that's what's going to keep the show going.
Oh, okay.
And that's where Young and Restless is making their mistakes. They were good in the past, of course, because all the key characters were younger. But now that the show's gotten old and the characters have gotten older, they're just stuck on using the older characters and not using the younger cast.
Okay. KB Mommy, welcome to the stage.
Thank you. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Now, what you trying to get off your chest this evening?
Well, first of all, I like to be in the background. So me coming up on the panel.
That's okay.
This might be a once in a lifetime thing.
No, you come on back again.
Okay. But first of all, I heard the same tea that Linda heard.
Okay.
Plus some more.
Okay, now what did you
Because okay, they give a lot below. Please forgive me. I'm not gonna do any spoilers, sis, because I know you don't like that. But they do. I'll say they share a lot of information in the Facebook groups that will trigger you to think outside the box.
Okay.
And if you're a critical thinker, some of the things that's shared will make you go like, oh, wait a minute, that could be a possibility. Because one thing I will add to what Linda said about Haley and the STD was that the reason Mike behaved the way he did a couple of episodes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Mike and okay, so it was shared that Haley's STD that could
Mm-hmm.
possibly jeopardize the status of her child because she is going to end up pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
But her STD came from possibly Mike.
Well, I tell you what, she better not go down there to the hospital trying to see about it because Nurse Messy is down there.
But then it's also going to be a thing of could she have gotten it from Bill? Because remember, Bill stepped out on Danny throughout their whole marriage.
Mm. Yeah, now they got to be like, who is it from you? Is it from me?
Right.
Is it from you? Is
So
it from you? Is it from me?
That's gonna be the twister. All right, y'all. I'm going back down to the bushes. I gotta watch the chat.
Oh, well, thank you for coming up.
Thank you for letting me
come back again now.
I'll come back again, but I gotta make sure the chat is safe.
Okay.
All right, love y'all.
All right.
So I'm going to talk about something that's off left field because everybody's talking about Danny and Bill and Haley. I'm actually going to talk about Kat and Chelsea. I think Kat has some great ideas, and Chelsea is just shooting them down because they involve her mom.
Okay.
I think she should listen to Kat because Kat is the brains of the operation. She knows what she's doing. And I don't even like Kat's relationship with Eva, but at the end of the day, Kat is a good business person.
Okay.
And I respect her for that.
Okay. All right. All right. I hear that. I hear that. Now, did y'all have any baby names for this baby that might be coming? This is last name. Bill. What's Bill's last name?
Bill Hamilton.
Hamilton. You can't give her no older name like Helen because nobody named their kids that no more. Helen Hamilton. Well, she's already Haley Hamilton. Destiny says Adam Hamilton. That's a good one. That's a good strong name. Now JV says that without the Duprees, there is no BTG.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Somebody said they were thinking Dominic Hamilton. Ooh, that's a good one. But she says no baby is coming. I don't think so either. I think if somebody gonna have a baby first, it's gonna be, well, first of all, like I said, Dr. Nicole is pregnant in real life. I wonder how they gonna write that in. I wonder if they're gonna write it in. What y'all think? You think they're gonna write her real life pregnancy into the show? Linda, you still there? Oh, your mic is muted.
Yeah, I muted myself, so I wasn't making any background.
Oh, you muted yourself. Okay, I was trying to figure out what happened. Okay, so y'all think they're gonna put her real pregnancy into the show? Or we just gonna pretend like we don't see that baby bump?
Oh, that's a real good one. I hope they write it in the show.
Mm-hmm. All right, welcome to the stage, Elaine.
Hold on.
So Elaine, what you got going on? What you think is happening with these Duprees, girl? What you got to get off your chest?
So it's absolutely doable that she could be pregnant, right? They just got married.
Right.
Okay.
Very, very true. She got every right to have a baby. As long as it's Bill's. Because they ain't been married but 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
So I don't think she's gonna be actually pregnant. I think she's using this.
What you think she's using it for, though?
I think she's using it for I think she's using it to get
Somebody
Bill
else's.
to sort of cater to her because he keeps
Mhm.
paying attention to his grown children.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's just very convenient that he kept talking about Chelsea and Naomi, and all of a
Mhm.
sudden, oh well, you don't have to worry about them. I'm going to give you another child. And like that was just
Mhm.
too sort of coy by half. Um,
Mm.
but I don't want to take up the time of the panel. I felt like I got so much time on the first show. The
No,
first
that's
time.
so. This is what we're here for. We're here to talk.
I
This is
know, but I want to
Friday
give.
night belong to y'all.
We
Somebody
talk
want to
in the
come up? They
chat
can come
all
up.
the time, and so I want to give people an opportunity to talk. But I do have a theory that I like to
Okay,
share,
go
and I
ahead.
was waiting for tonight to share with you guys because.
Okay, go right ahead.
So this is my theory, right?
Mhm.
So the other episode, I think it was 2 episodes ago, Naomi was in bed with Jacob, and she said
Mhm.
something really poignant. She said, "I keep going over in my mind, and Haley kept asking me about my parents' relationship."
Mhm. Mhm.
And I was thinking about, yes, right? So we kept thinking yes because she wanted Bill.
Mhm.
But her obsession is not just with Bill, it's with
Mhm.
Naomi and Haley. She keeps trying to get them to accept her. And again, if you went and followed the recipe of it's also in Daytime Confidential, by the way, the interview
Mhm.
that she had,
Mhm.
where the actress that plays Haley said she keeps going to the Duprees, and I don't know why she keeps going to them. Right now, this
Mhm.
is the actress talking
Mhm. Mhm.
because the writers have her going back, and she wants them to accept her quickly, to forgive her quickly. And the actress doesn't understand why she keeps doing that. And she also foreshadows that there's going to be trouble in paradise because Bill and Danny actually have history. It's a
Mhm.
30-year history. I'm sorry. I don't care what you do and who you find as a new love. You can't get rid of 30 years, right?
Mhm.
So it's sort of like you get a new friend, and your new friend is mad at you that you have an old friend that you've known for 20 years, and
Mhm.
they're like, "Why do you look at them and you just share a look?" Because I can't go back in history and share 20 years of life with you, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
your 20-year history is going to be different than a new relationship. It doesn't mean he doesn't love Haley. He probably does, right? New shiny object. But you can't forget the 30 years of marriage that they have.
Mhm.
It just is very different. And it cannot be a passionate love. It doesn't
Mhm.
have to be a passionate love that he shares with Danny, but it is a history that can't sort of be redone by someone else. And so that is going to be troublesome for Haley and Bill. But what it did for me is it told me that Haley's obsession is not just with Bill. It's actually with Danny
Mhm.
and Naomi. She
Mhm.
keeps going back to Danny to go, "Oh, I thought we had something new." Remember when Danny went up to her at the table and Danny's teasing her, and and she's like, "Oh, I thought we caught something there, but you're still being the same old nasty Danny." And even when she went up to her and called herself, like saying, "Oh, now we're in the same boat because you were fired in this place that you're supposedly yours," she's trying
Can you
to
come off so we
identify
can
with
turn the
Danny.
sound back up?
Mhm. Mhm.
And so I think we should look at Haley's actions not
Okay.
only towards Bill, right? I think
Mhm.
Bill was easy. He was a tool, right? He follows any shiny object. He cheats all the time. That's very easy to get a cheating man to cheat and take him away from his wife,
Mhm.
right? The
Mhm.
new hot young thing. I don't think that's hard, but she keeps going back to Naomi and Danny. I think there is a previous relationship there. I think that maybe she is Danny's long lost daughter. I don't know. But I just think that that was very poignant this week, even though this was a slow week. I
Mhm.
think we need to pay attention to that conversation because it's like a throwaway that
Mhm.
you would go, oh well, there's a Tide commercial there, so we don't have to pay attention to that what she said. But if you match what she said to everything that's happening on the screen with Haley, with her being obsessed with the Duprees and copying everything that Danny does, down to the pink and purple sofas. There is something to the theory that she has a connection to Danny
Mhm.
that
Now,
we aren't paying attention to.
Now, I was going to say, real talk. At some point, you got to come up here, with your girly language. I would love to hear you guys talk about your differences as opinions. No, seriously, I think it would make an interesting conversation. That's how you learn. But let us take a station break because KB Mommy has sent us a $4.99 gift, and she also sent $20 to the Cash App, making it a total of $25. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm rich.
Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me. Money is coming to me. Money keeps coming to me.
Oh, thank you, KB Mommy, for that. We appreciate you. All righty now. What
Anyways,
else?
I have to agree with Elaine because
Mhm.
I do think Haley is trying to club out Danny. She's obsessed with that country club. She wanted her wedding at the country club. She wants to eat at the country club and not or feed jeans. And she wants to play athletics like Danny. I think she has an obsession with Danny. I agree.
Mhm. Yeah, it's an obsession of some kind going on.
It's an interesting thing to sort of um delve into about
Mhm.
so my thoughts on Chelsea and Kat. You didn't ask, but I'm gonna give it to you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you know, we the audience tend for the past month, I believe.
Mhm.
Every time the writers do something, we're like, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? And then 2 weeks later, they do what the audience has been telling them to do, right?
Mhm.
Like the fashion show. We were like, why kick Danny out when Danny knows what she's saying?
Mhm.
And then she goes back to the fashion show. Danny's like, you should show your purse. And that will be your last thing. We don't want anything to do with you.
Mhm.
Um, could you come and let me show your purse? Like it's ridiculous, right?
Uh-huh.
The writers are sort of making this made up story and then going back to what was the obvious solution to begin with. So even last week when we saw Chelsea going, Mom, she doesn't want you. Samantha doesn't want you. Danny does go full steam ahead. She does.
Mhm.
She talks.
Mhm.
Right. That's just Danny. That's her personality. But every time Chelsea has pushed back on her and said, Mom, I don't want this, she's backed off.
Okay.
So I disagree with people who are like Danny won't listen. She does if you talk.
If you
Chelsea
talk to her the
didn't
right
talk
way.
for like 30 days.
Well, what
She,
you think about this comment that's on the stage from Real Talk? She says she thinks one day the Hamiltons will run Fairmont Crest.
the Hamiltons who? Bill
Bill. Yeah.
and Haley? No, they won't.
You
The
don't think so?
history is with Vernon. With Vernon, why would they change and go, oh, we're not gonna deal with Vernon? I think so. I think this week we also heard even Bill mentioned the fact that when Mike was like, "Oh, I helped you do ABC," he said, "Actually, no, it was the the Duprees that helped me do it." This was his first time admitting that the Duprees helped him. Because remember, when him and Danny were fighting, he was like, "No, I did this myself. You didn't do nothing. I brought you up." And da, da, da.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was his first time actually admitting, actually, Mike, none of you helped me. The Duprees helped me get put on. And I think him admitting that, I think is the truth, right? There's not, who wouldn't use their in-laws? It's like the kid going to school and going, "Oh my goodness, I'm being picked on because I have money." Then go to a school with kids who have money. What are you doing in a sports school? Like, go sit down, kid.
But you know what? It could happen though that for a little while that the Duprees would lose their footing because it happens on shows where like they
I
fall from
do
grace
believe
and
it can. I'm not
they get
saying
it
it
back.
can never happen, but at the beginning of the show, the Duprees leave it and lose everything, and it goes to the bad guy Bill Hamilton who cheated on his wife and is dating a 13-year-old. No, I don't think
Mm-hmm.
that's gonna, like,
Mm-mm.
just
Mm-mm.
lose all the audience who you got from the first day with Danny being the vengeful, scorned wife that many
But see,
fans
Real Talk
like.
just said though that when Danny got fired from the board, maybe that was just the start, and there's more to come. Like as all of their
Oh,
secrets start to come
absolutely.
out of the
I
closet, but they
I
gonna
can
get it back.
certainly see that. I can
Oh,
certainly see
oh,
her having more things happen to her because people are like, "Wait, you're tick tick boom." I can certainly see that, but I can't see the Faircrest Manor, who are all of the Duprees built it. They created it.
literally, yeah.
Yeah. And so I
Mhm.
don't think that's the same thing as people going, "Oh, we don't want her on our board."
Well, Linda, could you?
I certainly think that's right. So people, the same people who are defending Danny, and I'm one of them, have
Mhm.
been saying, yeah, there needs to be some accountability. But how much accountability does she need to have when Bill doesn't have any accountability? Bill is blackmailing people and who, like, why do the other side need to be accountable, but the bad side doesn't need to be accountable at all?
Yeah,
He
Linda,
lied,
what do
cheated,
do
stole,
you?
like he did a bunch of stuff. And
Mhm.
I love Bill. I am with you on the Bill is hot.
He is.
I love Bill conniving hot.
You like a bad boy.
I like a bad boy.
Linda, what
And
do you
so
think? Do you think that it's possible that the Duprees might fall from grace for a while?
I think it won't happen for several years.
Hmm.
I think the tree may get shaken, but they will recover because they are who they are.
Right.
Hmm.
I agree. It's like the
Dee
Foresters and the Newmans on the other soaps. They fall down, they get back up.
Dee says not gonna happen.
I eat daddy.
Wait, more about stories. Wait, KB says, why have we heard more about other stories and still haven't heard much more about Martin? Wait a minute, why have we heard more about other stories and because they got to drag out the Martin thing. Martin is just not interesting.
But
Boring.
also Martin is gonna overcompass. It's going to encompass Mark. So if this is now, I tend to not believe them now because of the whole Naomi petered out thing. Naomi
Hmm.
versus Bill that just petered into dust.
Hmm.
But they claim that the Martin secret can destroy them all,
Well, it probably can because they were probably all involved in it. KB Mommy, thank you
and
for that
so they're probably
second super
saving that.
chat. Hold on one second, Elaine. Thank you, KB Mommy, for that other super chat as well. I appreciate you. I love you like a fat baby love candy. Okay, go ahead, Elaine.
But I think they would save that
Mm-hmm.
because it encompasses everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they have a story for May Sweeps. I think E Daddy is absolutely right that the
Mm-hmm.
Nicole thing is gonna be May Sweeps, Nicole and Ted blow
Mm-hmm.
up. But if they have a story like Martin's that's supposed to include Anita and it can destroy them all. And I think that's going to be like a summer long story.
Oh
Remember,
yes,
the summer is slow for
some
some.
yeah. You so
Mhm.
good. Sweet
I
stuff.
definitely do think that's
Sweet.
something cooked up this summer.
Yeah.
KB Mommy says, thanks to everyone who shows up daily and supports the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated and is. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
Um, so Elaine, did you have any names for this baby that's coming?
No, because I don't think there's going to be a baby.
So you're gonna call the baby pretend?
So
Pretender.
I think she threw it out there to make him feel better about him not speaking, by not being on good terms with
Uh-huh.
his current children.
Uh-huh.
And she also did it to feel him out on whether he wants children. But I don't think a baby is the story now. I think a baby will come,
Yeah.
but just not yet.
But do you think they're gonna make Nicole's real baby a part of the show since she's expecting?
Who?
Nicole is expecting in real life.
Oh, is she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Um, I hope not because she's too old to get pregnant. Isn't
Ooh.
she? She got grown children. How old is she? But this is
Nah, I don't know now, but she
this
about to
is
have another baby.
she having a baby in real life. How
Yes.
old is Nicole in real life? I thought the actress was older
I
than
guess
that.
old enough to have a baby.
This is the problem when you have people on TV that's not their real ages or close to it
Oh
because
Lord.
she has a 30-something-year-old congressman son. How is she having another child? So, if she, I mean, she very well could, but this would be really disturbing to me if Nicole had another baby. I am looking forward to Nicole's battle with Ted. I
Okay.
just want to see how she handles it, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's so strong with Danny and Vanessa. She's like, you should do this and maybe you should do this. And why don't you go to counseling? I
Oh
can't
wait a
wait
minute,
to
I
see what she does.
gotta turn down my phone. Hold on, let me mute myself. Go ahead, Elaine. I'm trying to upload something.
Go ahead, but it's an echo, so I don't want to mess people's ears up.
Now you talk. I'm gonna mute myself. I'm trying to upload something for you guys.
Okay. So I can't wait to see what Nicole, how she reacts in times of trauma. We've seen all this background and gotten all this stuff, and I'm with Nicole, right? I love Ted. I'm so heartbroken. I feel for Nicole. But I want her to forgive Ted because this was 20 years ago. Boo, you gotta, I wish I was in the room with Nicole.
Yeah, fly on the wall. Make it
Yeah, I would tell her, boo, this was 20 years ago. And while we should be mad for a few weeks, like kick him out for a few weeks, but we can't go, oh my goodness, this is unforgivable because he hasn't done anything in 20 years.
true. True. I think their relationship is worth fighting for.
Right,
And I think that he truly, truly, truly loves her
right,
and is in love with her.
right.
Something, yeah, I mean, something twisted inside of him in the last 2, 3 weeks, and he's like polar, polar focused on her right now. So, and I don't think he's going to give up without a fight.
I don't think so either. Oh, I certainly hope not. Even though I don't like this new actor either. I don't. Ted looks strong, like he could just go, baby, please, baby, please. And I would just fall down and go, I forgive you. This other guy, I would be like, if you don't get out of my face.
He's like one of those players that's getting knows he's getting traded, and so he pulls out all the stops and looks like a superhero. And that's what Ted's doing right now because he's looking real good to me about now.
Because he's trying to hide it. I think seeing the difference between him and Bill. Bill is like, Yeah, I did it, and
Yeah,
Ted is like, please, baby, please. Like, please don't let my secret out. I can't lose. I can't lose what I got. And Bill is like, screw you, Danny. And it's
yeah.
like opposite sides of the coin, but we want to see this man be devoted to his family and love his family and try to keep hold of them. I think if we didn't have the Bill and Danny side, we would not feel as strongly about Ted. We would probably all be like, get Ted out of here. He should be burned at the stake.
No.
We
Okay,
have
now
Bill.
check this out. So I found so I don't know if Lynn, if you sent this to me or not, but here's the picture of that's a better picture of the new Ted, right?
Where is it?
Yeah, that's him.
Is that a
But
better picture?
actually,
And I can't see him being Martin's father.
I sent you one that he looks more mature. I think he's wearing all black.
This was as good as we was gonna get. But I
I
mean, can you see
that
him playing
closer
Ted's
picture.
father? I mean, playing Martin's father?
Not that picture, no. No.
You look too young. Look, cuz. Look.
Mm,
Look, look.
mercy.
Look. Look right there.
I'm looking.
Now, at the top of that is Ted's Instagram page, you guys, Mr. Maurice Johnson. If you haven't found his page yet on IG, it's Mr. Maurice Johnson. Go on over there and follow the brother. But yeah, I'm just not seeing him being able to cover, what's gonna need to be covered for us over here.
Right.
But we shall see. We just have to wait it out.
Listen, I don't think like I will do
Get back to
whatever
his comments.
it is, but I feel strongly about this Ted, and I want him with Nicole. Now, when this new Ted come, I could very well
Real
be
talk.
like, Nicole, give him up because I don't like the chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have to see. But right now, I'm team Ted and Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
and
On
I want her to punish him, but I want her to eventually take him back.
Yeah, I must say that I look at other pages as well
Mm-hmm.
that follow Behind the Gates, and everybody's up in arms about this character change. They want
Mm-hmm.
him to stay.
Right.
Elaine, they say you cooking. Doom. Let her cook. Dee Dee says it's a soap, so of course there will be shocking revelations, twists, and
Right.
turns, but the Duprees will always come back to top.
Right.
Dee Dee also says the actress that plays Nicole is 48 years old and she having a baby.
He's having a baby at 48. Wow.
I
Yeah,
guess.
people do it after 50, but not me.
Well, I
No.
heard the actress Kat got engaged for real today too. So
Yes, she did.
in real life.
Her wedding is soon, isn't it, Jennifer?
Wait, I'm still shocked she's getting married on the show. She's getting married
On the show, or she's
in
getting
real life.
married in real life? She's engaged in real life.
No, but people keep talking about the wedding. What wedding are they talking about?
She's getting married soon. She's at her actual nuptials are coming up soon.
Yeah, the Kat, yeah, she's getting married.
I'm not pleased with that.
Kat getting married in real life?
No, Kat getting married on the show.
No,
Oh.
no. Oh.
She's getting married in real life, I know, but she's getting married on the show? To who? Tomas?
That's what I was confused about.
Tomas got a crush on her twin sister.
That's what I was confused about. I was like, she's not marrying this boy to have sex with him, is she?
Oh, wait. Real Talk says, when the reveal happens at the anniversary party, I would like for Bill and Haley to be there, but I know they won't be. They might be.
Why would they be at Ted and Nicole's anniversary party?
Timon is so fine. He is. And I'm telling y'all, light skin ain't even my groove, okay? That ain't even my judge, but he fine.
But he also is bad, and the smirk on his face when being bad.
Dee Dee, is we gonna have to fight? Dee Dee, is we gonna have to fight up in here?
You talking about Bill, girl?
Girl, that Bill is funny. I told y'all now they should have got the sheriff from Why Did I Get Married to come on here and replace Ted. Then I'm sorry, Ted. I would have
Oh,
waved you
yeah.
goodbye slowly. I'd have been like, bye bye, bye
Oh, yeah.
bye.
He's drill worthy as well.
Mm-hmm.
With my old married self, but I don't care.
What's in June, KB?
The wedding,
Oh, okay. Oh.
Cat's wedding.
Wait, who's what? Who is Cat marrying?
That's
No,
why
not
I'm
on
disturbed
the
because she can only be married to Mods.
Girl,
Who
this
else
must be
is it?
this must be a fake wedding for them purses.
y'all
Mm-mm.
y'all ain't reading the comments.
So the
Oh,
comments
she's
the
getting married
other
in June in
night
real life.
said that
Okay,
she
in
was
real life.
getting married.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
So no, she
Katie said
is
she
the
just released her
actress is getting
photo.
married, but somebody said Kat is getting married on the show.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
she has lupus. That's interesting.
They keep mentioning this tribute video Andre is doing for the anniversary party. I think Leslie is going to botch the video, and that's how everyone will
Now
find out
that's
about Eva.
mm-hmm.
I
All
think
I know
that's
is
true.
Eva was reading her for filth though for next week.
Mm-hmm. That's probably why.
Didi, we don't care if he played a cheater on for Queen Sugar.
That's right, he
He a
did.
cheater on this show too. We still like him.
Yeah, I think next week is going to be a big week. So sweep starts next Thursday. So that's when I think Beyond the Gates is hot. It's going to be hot. I knew that they were going to hold back this week. I'm not surprised, and they indeed hold back. I mean, Thursday to me was a boring episode, and even in a boring episode, Beyond the Gates is good. But the curve is high. But the curve is high for the show. And at the end of the day, I have to say that Beyond the Gates was boring yesterday. I mean, we didn't even see any of the pre-core 4 in the episode.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
They better not. They better not.
Well, I guess it's good I missed yesterday because it got preempted because of the shootings at FSU.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I saw all of 10 minutes in the beginning and then nothing.
Nada.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I was
And
hurt.
Where y'all was?
and while I give credit to Kat for helping Chelsea with her business, I do think Kat choked her own life at her own birthday party. Now to Moses thinking twice about wanting to be with her after the
Yeah,
way
she
she
was. Yeah,
treated
she was.
Eva.
Yeah, she was acting ugly. I
I'm
mean, I
sorry. I agree
understand, but
with
she was
Kat
acting
at her
ugly.
party. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You came to somebody's house. That is her party. Nobody asked you to be there. And then I find you in the back talking about me at my party about things that I have no control over. She doesn't even know how lucky she is.
Elaine,
I can't help that.
Don't
Elaine,
stop.
Elaine, listen. I lost my sister. What's it been now, Lynn? About 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's
3
been.
years ago, and my only sister. But let me tell you something, girl. You could take the place of my sister coming to stop people from coming up in my party anytime because I know you're gonna get it right. My sister was outspoken like you. She'd be like, "Oh
Oh my
no, hold
God.
up, homie, hold up, homie." She'd be like, "Who you didn't want to hear? Who ain't supposed to be in here? Them right there."
It's one thing for you to go, oh my goodness, I didn't know. Let me grab my stuff and go.
Mm-hmm.
But she grabbed her stuff. And I'm Cat is not always right. I'm
No.
with you on the Cat goes too hard.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be inconspicuous with your suspicions, right?
See, here's what I think in front of a man you like, you can't act like that.
Right, you can't because you don't have any evidence. Like you're just going in on this girl, going she looks suspicious. You can't trust her. Like it's not real. But this day is my day. I don't like you. I have a problem with Nicole telling her stay and have cake, knowing her daughter doesn't like her.
Doesn't like her,
and
yeah.
then you stay and talk about her at her party to her date. She was wrong.
Yeah, she shouldn't have did that.
And then even after that, she goes, you can leave. After what you've done, she still stayed and went into Nicole's office.
But she was there to work. No, she
couldn't find an exit.
She should have run up out of there. That's what she should have done.
Well, Didi said that Cat is a.
I agree about that.
Yeah.
The moment she saw that party, she should have been out of there fast. Exit stage left. I mean, she could have got her code another day.
Mm-hmm. That's right, because I know I'd have
You
left.
left it in the first place, so how cold could it be?
Well, she was trying to get away from her mama at the time too.
Yes, but you don't do it by going to a party of someone that doesn't like you.
She didn't know it was a party. But listen, you ain't see all them cars out there in the driveway?
I agree with Dee Dee. Kat is a snob. The way before she even speaks to Eva, she looks her up and down like you less than
Girl,
snails.
wait till she find out this her sister and she gonna be part of the trust fund.
Hmm.
Wait till she finds out it's her whole sister because I think it's Ted and Nicole's child.
Ooh, child, wouldn't that be something?
Because I think the dead baby wasn't dead.
Nope.
Mm, mm, mm.
Those girls are
Especially
twins.
Laura, Dana, Delulu snatched the baby
Yeah,
up.
those girls are twins.
Y'all would just accuse Leslie, Laura, Dana, Sherry,
'Cause
Mary, Anna,
This
Berry,
is
everything. Y'all
soap
just put
opera
everything on her.
101. Those girls are twins. Someone was
look,
stolen.
she did it. We just don't know it yet.
You think Eva gonna act like that girl did when she found out she was kidnapped and she was like, "This still my mama."
Oh, probably. And Nicole is going to struggle with that. That's going to be
I don't know,
really.
because Eva seemed like she want to be
So
over there where that
that
money
may
at.
be what breaks Nicole. I don't think the cheating will break Nicole. I think Nicole will turn into Danny 2.0. A
Mm-hmm.
Nicole that we've never seen. I hope.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I think if she finds out that this is actually her child that was stolen from her, I
Mm-hmm.
think we're going to have to put Nicole in the Lulu house. She got to
Mm-hmm.
change her name to Danny Sherry Tasha, whatever that Anna
Mm-hmm.
Karen, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Didi, I'm highlighting your comment that Bill doesn't do it for me because I'm gonna remember what you said, girl. You know Bill fine.
You in trouble, Didi.
She on the list. Real Talk says, I think Tomas and Eva. I think Thomas is more relaxed with Eva, and Kat's too stuffy. With Eva's more fun loving and joking, speaking in Spanish. Yeah, I think
I
he
agree
really
with
does
that.
seem to like have a connection with her.
And I don't think we've seen the last of Thomas and Eva, especially after Monday's episode play out. How Monday's episode played out.
And I think
Mm.
Kat
I
is
think this is the beginning of war between Eva and Kat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Tomas gonna check on her. I just want to check on you, make sure you was all right.
yeah.
And ooh, don't let him run into him after she done had that fight with her mama. Ooh,
mm,
ooh. Mm-hmm.
gonna see some sparks.
Flying everywhere.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Real Talk says, I think Thomas will take pity on Eva once the truth comes out. Oh yeah,
Indeed.
he got to pick for real then.
Yes, it's a very easy way to get in.
Yeah, you
I
Tomas,
get your
totally agree.
pity.
Tomas will be a soothing balm to Eva's wounds,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for sure.
Now, Real Talk, we look forward to you coming up here joining us one day now. She says, who knows, he might get Bill to hire her as Bill Hamilton Esquire. Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The
They can
plot
really
would
use some more
thicken.
paralegals.
Yeah, because Eva's job is going to run out. So I do think that she's going to end up working over there. And Eva going to have
Unless
a cow.
Jerry Dana Leslie Delulu does something else to Laura or
Right.
kills her off.
But can her and Lauren be friends when she found out her mama ran off the road? Can Eva and Lauren be friends?
Oh, I think the job with Ted is still up for grabs for Eva, even
Yeah,
if she
told Lauren. I hope she's still getting a check.
because remember, Ted is losing Kat as his assistant, and so I don't think they'll go circle back and go, well, I could use Eva as my assistant, especially after he finds out that's his daughter, or
Mm-hmm.
possibly he will want to help her because again, Ted is not a bad guy. You
Mm-mm.
know, he made a mistake or whatever.
But if that happens, Kat is going to blow her hemorrhoids. Take that to
Absolutely another source of conflict.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Again,
Mm-hmm.
this is Naomi Haley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
microcosm of Naomi Haley, just in
Mhm.
another phase of it. Naomi Haley has happened already, and this is the
Mhm.
outcome. We're gonna see how that happened
Mhm.
via Chelsea and Eva.
Mhm. Okay. Well, y'all, I guess we done talked up these Duprees enough for this evening. But Friday evenings is when we're gonna keep doing this. Give me kind of a day off, but even because I'm telling y'all, before I know it, 4 hours done be on roll back and just trying to get ready for this. It's fun though. I like it. Haley and
Yeah.
Eva could be a dangerous duo. I could see them wreaking havoc together. Haley might even play matchmaker for Eva and Tomas. She might.
You know, that's
We will.
actually
Oh,
a good friend for Haley. Eva is
Mm.
a good friend for Haley.
Mm. Oh, because they both trying to be on the come up.
Yeah, and they're not
Mhm.
made already. You know, she's
And
trying to get
Eva's not evil. She's not.
right.
She's just
Although I
easily
think Haley is.
by
I
her
don't think
mom.
Haley is evil. I think she has an ulterior motive
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
that
think
we
she's
don't
got an
know.
ulterior motive. I don't
And
think
so
Eva
I think
does.
that's why the friendship between Haley and Eva is very doable.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's very doable because they have something in common. They're trying to get beyond the gates.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right, E Daddy. You
You
right.
better go ahead on and throw that in there.
They're trying to get inside the gates instead of outside the gates.
Hmm.
You are correct.
Well, I am looking forward to this week because the previews look like they're going to be hot, 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 hot.
I think
Indeed.
they are. I think they are. Well, y'all may as well stay up here with me while I ask these closing questions, okay? And don't forget to like the video for us and become a subscriber if you haven't yet. Come on, be a gatekeeper. You know you love us. You know you want to be a gatekeeper. And
Hit
I thank all of you guys for coming and hanging out with us. This is going to be our Friday night thing. And I love it. And thank you, Linda. Thank you, Elaine. And thank you, E Daddy, for coming up. So here's our questions, right? Will Chelsea give in and let Danny come on board and help out with that purse line? Or will Danny even want to now that she's starting her own agency? Huh? Will Vanessa find out in time that Joey just wants to wash his money for his business and that he don't really want her? And what in the world is Eva yelling at her mother about? Did she use her credit card to buy some wigs? I don't know. But we will find out if we keep on peering with our noses over the top of this gate and find out what's going on. Where y'all? Beyond. Say it with me.
first.
Beyond
Beyond the gates.
the
The gates.
gates. All right, y'all. You all can go ahead on a drop down for me if you want.
Next week is going to be fire.
Oh, I think so too. I think so. Wait, Elaine, they said great job. Real Talk says, I will try to get on forum next week. We look forward to that. And Real Talk says, yes, sounds like you are eager for me to come in. Girl, we eager for you to get in here.
We
You a
wait.
gatekeeper. You's a gatekeeper. Linda says, tonight was the bomb. Y'all come on back now, you have? Girl, we so doggone eager. You better come on in here and straighten up everybody. All right, y'all. This was fun. I really, really enjoyed it. All right.
Same here.
All right. I'm going to start dropping
And
y'all
I'll try
down.
to get my mom up here one day too. But
Oh, yeah, please
I'm just
do.
experimenting for now.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. We look forward to hearing from her too. What's your mom's name again?
My mom's name is Lil.
Well,
Lil Harden.
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. I'm going to start dropping you all down. Good night, Elaine.
Good
Okay.
night.
Good
Thank
night,
you again.
everyone.
Okay, hold on.
Night.
All right. Good night, E Daddy. I think he dropped already. Hold on.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. And Linda, good night to you too. Okay, you all. I guess you can still let me plug back into this thing so I can hear myself. Hold on, you guys. Okay, so thank you all again for coming in tonight. This was really fun. I didn't think we were going to get to stay on long, but we definitely got a chance to. Good night to you, Real Talk, to Linda, to Elaine, Dee Dee, Destiny H, to Kimmy, to KB Mommy. Thank you again for that super chat. I appreciate it. You're gonna mess around and make me get my first check from YouTube, which will be an exciting time for me. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna celebrate like I don't know how, because it's hard work to get $1 from them. Believe me when I tell you, it ain't no big check, but I'm looking forward to getting it. Okay, to just say that I achieved it. Katie says good night, love you all. Elaine says good night to you too. E Daddy says good night, gatekeepers. And to Tony, we know you probably didn't make it out to the end. Good night to you too, and to everybody who tuned in and everybody who was in the bushes. Listen, I hope that you had a great day. But if not, there is still a little time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? All right, y'all. Oh, yeah, I do want KB to be a moderator. I just got to look into how to make that happen. For sure. All right, you guys. Y'all have a good time. Have a good weekend. And I'll talk to y'all on Monday. All right. Bye.
How did you get beyond the gates? Be gone.
Tell absolutely no one that I'm the one that let you in behind the gates. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.